to the election, and it's a lot about civil rights, huge cast, needs a lot of talented men, which we have in the area, so I'm excited. I'm looking at that.
Okay, I think we're going to have to wrap it up here. I want to thank both of you. I want to remind the audience that Players always welcomes volunteers. So if you can't get up on a stage, one way to get involved with theater, go volunteer at Players. They're happy to have you.
Call me.
Okay.
And I just thought Osage County was a terrific play.
Thank you.
So much.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
17, I bought my first boat. 37, I had the job I loved most. Remember the things you love about the St. Johns River. Cherish them. It may not be the same tomorrow.
All right, we're back. Great, there's a great show opening at Theater Jacksonville this week. It's called Hairspray. It's a funny, funny show, and we're going to hear all about it. And Lila Sansom will introduce our guest.
Okay. I'm going to introduce our guest. Our guests today are Curtis Williams, who's the director, and Kurt McCall, who is playing a very important role as Edna.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Curtis, let's start with you. Tell us just a little bit about your background and why you're doing this play.
My background started early on as a child in musical theater, and then I went into ballet and was a professional ballet dancer for about 10 years, and then came back into theater because that will always be my first love. As far as why I wanted to do this show, I just think that it's a fun show at heart. And a year ago when I was offered the job of directing this, I had no idea how really relevant this show would be a year later. So that has been something that I'm very proud of.
Great. I don't know how familiar all of our viewers are with Hairspray, but it is set in Baltimore, and it is set at a time of social change back in the 50s. It's a terrific musical. I love it. And the same question for you. What got you, why did you say, oh, yes, this is the role for me?
Well, I heard they were having auditions, and I'm like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Well, let me look at my schedule and see if it's even a possibility at this point. And I said, okay, let's go. And I went to the audition, and I sang a girl song, and I got the phone call from Curtis saying, we'd love for you to be our Edna. And I was ecstatic. I couldn't wait.
Well, you two guys are some of the most versatile people we know in theater. Curtis, you not only direct, but you choreograph and do costumes. And of course, you do act well. I remember seeing you in Allergies. Didn't I see you in Allergies? Yeah. And Kurt has costumed at the Alhambra. I've been on stage. We were in White Christmas last year. You did Orange Park Community Theater. And you just all over the place as far as theater goes, too. What do you like best, directing, or do you like acting better?
I'm a singer first. I consider myself a singer first, so anything that's, I love the musicals. I like the acting. I prefer the performance side right now.
So how many people do you have in the cast?
There are 34 people in this show.
Okay.
So right up there with Les Mis from last year.
Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the leading lady, because that's the essential character. Tell us about her.
The leading lady, Tracy Turnblad, is played by Alana Gould, who I've had the privilege to see grow up. And it was kind of heartwarming, and it made me a little misty-eyed when I was, got to offer her the role, because she's been in a lot of shows all over the Jacksonville area.